Hello and welcome to 1000 Verses Bible Quiz channel. Today we have carefully chosen and organized 15 challenging questions to test how well you know the Bible. Before you start the quiz, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our next episode. Give your comment about the quiz and how you've scored in the comment section below. Are you ready? Let's get started. Question 1. Where did Elijah meet with the prophets of Baal to prove that God is the one true God? Mount Moriah, Mount of Olives, Mount Ararat, Mount Carmel. The answer is Mount Carmel. 1 Kings, chapter 18, verse 19. I have not made trouble for Israel, Elijah replied, but you and your father's family have. Now summon the people from all over Israel to meet me on Mount Carmel, and bring the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of Asherah who eat at Jezebel's table. Question 2. Where did Jesus grow up after returning from Egypt? Nazareth, Bethlehem, Jerusalem, Lower East Side. The answer is Nazareth. Luke chapter 2, verses 39 to 40. When Joseph and Mary had done everything required by the law of the Lord, they returned to Galilee to their own town of Nazareth. And the child grew and became strong. He was filled with wisdom, and the grace of God was on him. Question 3. James 4 asks, what causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your that battle within you? You want something, but don't get it. Sins, evil motivations, desires, selfish tendencies. The answer is desires. James chapter 4, verses 1 to 2. What causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? You desire but do not have, so you kill. You covet, but you cannot get what you want, so you quarrel and fight. You do not have because you do not ask God. Question 4. In which book of the Bible is this verse found? Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it. Leviticus, Titus, Proverbs, Habakkuk. The answer is Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. Question 5. What was Aaron doing while Moses was up getting the 10 Commandments? Having a potluck with the Israelites, praying to God, telling the Israelites to wait and be patient, making a golden idol. The answer is making a golden idol. Exodus chapter 32, verses 2 to 4. So all the people took off their earrings and brought them to Aaron. He took what they handed him and made it into an idol, cast in the shape of a calf, fashioning it with a tool. Then they said, "These are your gods, Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt." Question 6. What does this name of God mean, Jehovah Rapha? The Lord who leads, the Lord who sends, the Lord who provides, The Lord who heals. The answer is the Lord who heals. Exodus, chapter 15, verse 26. There the Lord issued a ruling and instruction. He said, "If you listen carefully to the Lord your God, and do what is right in His eyes, if you pay attention to His commands, and keep all His decrees, I will not bring on you any of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you." Question 7. What is the name commonly given to the first 5 books of the Old Testament? The Pentateuch, the Doxology, the Apocrypha, the Septuagint. The answer is the Pentateuch. The first 5 books of the Old Testament are commonly referred to as the Pentateuch, or the 5 books of Moses. The word Pentateuch is derived from the Greek words penta, meaning 5, and tukos, meaning scroll or book. Question 8. In Revelation, Jesus says, "Do not be afraid. I am the dash and the dash. The first and the last. The way and the truth. The life and the truth. The lion and the lamb." The answer is the first and the last. Revelation, chapter 1, verse 17. When I saw him, I fell at his feet as though dead. Then he placed his right hand on me and said, "Do not be afraid. I am the first and the last." Question 9. Where in the books of the New Testament does it talk about the perseverance of Job? Hebrews, Revelation, 2 Timothy, James. The answer is James. James chapter 5, verses 10 to 11. Brothers and sisters, take the prophets who spoke in the name of the Lord. As you know, we count as blessed those who have persevered. You have heard of Job's perseverance and have seen what the Lord finally brought about. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy. Question 10. What does Jesus say about judging others? Judge fairly. Judge justly. Judge not. Judge Judy. The answer is judge not. Luke chapter 6, verse 37. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Question 11. The dash of the wise are more to be heeded than the shouts of a ruler of fools. True sayings. Quiet words. Harsh rebukes. Silent prayers. The answer is quiet words. Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 17. The words of the wise heard in quiet are better than the shouting of a ruler among fools. This verse from the book of Ecclesiastes, traditionally attributed to King Solomon, conveys the idea that wisdom is better received in a calm and reflective setting than in the midst of chaos or foolishness. Question 12. What were the 2 plagues that afflicted the Egyptians physically? Gnats and blisters. boils and hives, dandruff and hives, gnats and boils. The answer is gnats and boils. Exodus, chapter 8 to 9. Since the gnats were on people and animals everywhere, the magicians said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God." The magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils that were on them and on all the Egyptians. Question 13. Fill in the blank. In the same way, dash are to be worthy of respect, sincere, not indulging in much wine, and not pursuing dishonest gain. Husbands, postal workers, wives, deacons. The answer is deacons. 1 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 8. Apostle Paul, who wrote the letter to Timothy, is outlining specific characteristics or qualities that individuals serving as deacons in the church should possess. Question 14. What did the mysterious hand write on the wall at King Belshazzar's banquet? Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Jehovah Jireh. Mene, Mene, Tekel, Parsin. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The answer is Mene, Mene, Tekel, Parsin. Daniel chapter 5, verses 25 to 28. The inscription that was written, Mene, Mene, Tekel, Parsin, Mene. God has numbered the days of your reign and brought it to an end. Tekel, you have been weighed on the scales and found wanting. Paris, your kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. Question 15. Which of the following did Paul not mention that individual members of the church should bring when coming together in worship? A hymn, a gift of leadership, a word of instruction, a tongue or an interpretation. The answer is a gift of leadership. 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 26. What then shall we say, brothers and sisters? When you come together, each of you has a hymn, or a word of instruction, a revelation, a tongue, or an interpretation. Everything must be done so that the church may be built up. Congratulations, you did it! You completed our Bible quiz. If you enjoyed this Bible quiz, give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos like this. Don't forget to share what you've learned about God's Word with family and friends.